What's happening? What up? What it do? That's for sure. But everybody in my city say, what up, doe? What up? What up, doe? Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's ump day. Mike. It's ump day. Yeah. I don't go back to work till Monday. Hell yeah. Woo-wee. We got a little bit of snow falling in Detroit, y'all. It's fucking cold though, I know that. It's cold. How's the weather where y'all at? How y'all doing? You know? So, really quickly, let me read this thing right here to you. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purpose such as criticism, comment, news reporting, got it. Teaching, scholarship, and research purposes. Fair motherfucking use, y'all. Hey, we in fair use mode, Hey, everything's fair game, nah. Entertainment, right? But yeah, so it's also in the description of my video as well. Aggie, my girl with the ranch. What's going on, girl? I hope you're having the smoothest, the coolest, and the 100% truest, day that you ever did have. Okay? Hell yeah. How's your day going, Aggie with the wrench? What up, though? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Shout out to my replay gang and everybody. Yes. And I mean everybody, if you could kindly lift that finger up and tap that thumbs up button for your girl. Real smooth, like, real motherfucking cool, like, cool with the K, like, 100% true, like, for your girl. It's greatly appreciated. Share the live. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free 99, Okay, good so far. Okay. I'm glad to hear that. Real smooth, not smooth. Michelle Baby, what's going on? Michelle Baby 92. What is going on with you, girl? I hope you have the smoothest, the coolest, and the 100% truest, day that you ever did have. Everybody about to go. We all got the, some call it a holiday tomorrow, with their families and stuff. I hope that everybody goes smooth and true and cool with the K for everybody, Real cool with the K. Yeah, good old family times. I'm thankful every day, but I'm going to just say that. I'm thankful every day. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that, but I hope everybody has a great, November the 27th, 2025. So yeah, guys, I wanted to show y'all this story. We gonna start it off. So yeah, man, we adding a scratch for the 313 for the D-ski again. Another scratch going on the calendar. We have a 13-year-old little boy who was gunned down outside of Dollar General last night, and I do believe the suspect is still at large. But we gonna head, and I've been playing with this. I learned a new feature, y'all. So yeah, I don't have to do the videos anymore or screenshot the pictures, crop them. I figured it out. Holy shit! Isn't that cool, guys? East side, hey, finally got a piece of the pie. Moving on up on stream, y'all. No more click. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Every day. I know that's right. I'm thankful every. Oh no. I'm probably eating me a Lunchable. But I'm not, I know, I mean, I can cook, but I'm eating me a nacho Lunchable, not the off-brand, with some salsa and cheese. And probably a PB&J smacker to go with it, and a Mountain Dew on the side. That's what's on the menu for JJ tomorrow. But, that's neither here nor there. It's okay. But, yeah, that's what I'm having. What you having, Aggie? What you having, Shell, baby? You guys got any special plans? Do. Okay, guy. Aggie, I need you to help me on this real quick. We finna play this. And then let me know if I'm echoing, okay? Amen, Shell, baby. I know that's right. Again, I'm having me a Lunchable. I might eat 2 of them. And 2 PB&J Smackers and a popsicle for dessert. And a good old cold red Mountain Dew. You know? That sounding pretty on my menu. But yeah, I like it. Y'all seeing family? Y'all traveling? Alright, hold on. Alright, Aggie, let me know. Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about that last night, Aggie. Will you guys let me know? Oh, no traveling? Okay, good. If you are traveling, anybody, please be real smooth with it, real cool with it. You know, be safe, be careful. Don't rush, you know, because rushing gets you fucked up. You know, it does. It gets you fucked up. No rushing, y'all. So really quickly, y'all, in the chat, can you tell me if it's echoing?
Starts now with a breaking news alert.
And that breaking news out of Highland Park. A 13-year-old is dead after a shooting outside a Dollar General. Thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Kimberly Gill.
And I'm Ty Steele. Police responded to the area of Manchester and Woodward after reports of shots fired there. Once they got there, they found the 13-year-old boy already suffering from a gunshot wound.
J. Scott Smith arrived on scene as police were combing for evidence.
What
more can you tell us?
Police are trying to figure out exactly what led up to this violent incident that saw a 13-year-old boy shot dead in this parking lot in Highland Park.
More than a dozen evidence markers were strewn across the ground, and crime scene tape draped across Manchester Street near Woodward Avenue as police investigators tried to figure out what led to the brutal killing of a 13-year-old boy on Tuesday afternoon.
It was just a chaotic scene, just trying to determine who was involved and who wasn't involved in what was seen.
The shooting happened around 3:45 p.m. near this Dollar General store. Highland Park Police.
Can y'all hear it now still? Can you hear it, or is it silent? Is it silent or is it echoing? Still echoing? What the hell?
Of the shooting because of staffing issues with the Highland Park Police Department. However, they're not sure what happened out here, and they're still searching for suspects, but they do say that the public is safe for now. In Highland Park, I'm J. Scott Smith for Local 4.
Wait. If you've taken Uber since 2019, you need to know about the overlooked settlement that's changing women's financial futures. Uber allegedly failed to properly screen drivers, putting you at risk. And now a landmark lawsuit is forcing them to pay victims of harassment and assault. This isn't just
So we take it from the top. We got your name, but just tell us what what we know so far.
All right, this is preliminary information and subject to change. Today, at about noon, 4 teens were dropped off at the 8th precinct.
Can y'all hear it without echoing now?
2 of those teens were shot with non-life-threatening injuries. They were conveyed to a local hospital for treatment. I want to tell you that these weren't innocent teens, though. These were teens that were already targets of a violent criminal investigation ongoing at this time. There is no ongoing threat to the community right now. However, I want to say that it's unfortunate that instead of spending time with their family during the holiday season.
Police in Highland Park are looking for the shooter who killed a teenage boy. It happened late this afternoon near a Dollar General off Woodward. CBS News Detroit's Julia Avant spoke with police.
An apartment complex and a Dollar General is now the center of a crime scene. A 13-year-old boy was shot and killed, and people who live 100 feet away tell me they heard the shots ring out.
And we was on the phone, and then we just heard the shots go off, and I was like, God, it was so much. It sounded like a helicopter.
Police received calls of shots fired after 3:30 Tuesday afternoon on the corner of Woodward Avenue and Manchester Parkway. It's something Keontae Banks says rarely happens in this part of Highland Park.
I didn't even know it was this dangerous. Like, I come here every day. I've never seen nothing like this recently.
Just a chaotic scene, just trying to determine who was involved and who wasn't involved in what was seen.
Our camera crews were there as state police surveyed the scene. We saw officers and K-9 units searching for clues to figure out what happened to that 13-year-old boy. Investigators say the victim was taken to a nearby hospital where he later died. It's unclear if he was found at the dollar store or the apartment complex next door.
The crime scene is pushed out because we don't know yet where things are, so we're still processing to determine what is a part of it and what's not.
A deadly situation that has Keontae questioning his safety.
I was just trying to go out the house, and I seen all this here, and it's looking kind of wild.
Now, Michigan State Police is taking over this investigation. When I spoke to investigator Monroe, he told me that the area should not be concerned for their safety, but he could not tell me who or how many people they are looking for. In Highland Park, Julia Avant, CBS News, Detroit.
Build a website you love with Wix, where your words create your brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Feeling
a woman who survived being shot 10 times has a warning now for other women tonight.
Her ex-boyfriend kidnapped her, shot her, then drove her through multiple counties. And now she hopes she can inspire women to leave abusive relationships. Channel 2's Audrey Washington is live at DeKalb County Police Headquarters in Tucker tonight. And Audrey, this survivor told you the ordeal went on for hours.
Right, she told me her ex-boyfriend drove her around for hours while she sat in the passenger seat of her car, bleeding out from 10 gunshot wounds.
I'm sorry. Shemay Pitt did not think she would survive it.
Right here, I have a bullet wound.
She says on November 2nd, in a fit of rage, her ex-boyfriend Joshua Woodruff shot her 10 times.
I see the inside of me on the outside.
Pitt tells me she agreed to meet with her ex to talk. She says that conversation turned violent and there was a struggle inside of her car.
He steps back, he steps forward, and he starts shooting me. My ears are ringing, but I come into realization that he's shooting at me.
Pitt says Woodruff then drove her from Snapfinger Road in DeKalb County to Douglasville. At one point, she says she heard Woodruff make 2 phone calls.
Basically asked him what to do with my body. I'm scared. I asked him, can I just write a letter to my son?
Pitt says Woodruff eventually abandoned her at a hospital while paramedics rushed her to another hospital in critical condition. Security detained Woodruff. Police charged the 25-year-old with aggravated assault and false imprisonment. Pitt's mother says she wants the charges upgraded.
He needs to be charged for bringing over county lines. He needs to be federally charged for having an automatic switch, which is a federal offense.
A few days ago, the Fulton County DA said Atlanta is under a domestic violence epidemic with nearly 1,000 felony cases pending. Pitt says she hopes more people in an abusive relationship will get out before it's too late.
You see that red flag, run away.
And Woodruff is due in court tomorrow. As for Pitt's hospital bills, they are extensive. Her friends.
Y'all, she said if y'all see red flags, run. I'm talking about a man knees to motherfucking chest. Stop lying to yourself. If you see the red flag, run. Quit trying to be colorblind. Is red flagging and waving. Hey, the choice is yours. But run. Knees to chest. This next story, y'all, is crazy.
Ready to complete the fit?
Police in Highland Park are looking for the shooter who killed the teenage boy. It happened late this afternoon near a Dollar General off Woodward.
Action already one day after a Fox 4 investigation uncovered a local nonprofit hosting events with child sex offenders for children. The shocking details of that report are forcing a review of the situation by the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office. I'm Lauren Halifax.
I'm John Holt. In a story you'll see only on Fox 4, one state lawmaker is clear. We must do more to protect children by broadening the law and stiffening penalties. Fox 4's Malik Jackson, who broke the story last night, joins us from Midtown with our Fox 4 follow-up. Malik, that state legislator is not holding back.
State Representative Mike Steinmeier says this bill is a must. This has to be done. He says he's not trying to reinvent the wheel, but make the wheel better so that we know with confidence that the state of Missouri is doing all it can to protect our children.
Was in prison for 9 years.
Fox 4 introduced you to Shoanna White and Jennifer Dix, two child sex offenders hosting and participating in events for a nonprofit co-founded by White. The events catering towards children.
Anytime you see people use position to prey on the weakest and the littlest Missourians, very alarming. And their response to you was even more alarming.
Missouri State Representative Mike Steinmeier saw that story yesterday and went to work in less than 24 hours. He has crafted the Child Protection Through Nonprofit Integrity Act, which will amend a law already on the books to extend it to any and all Halloween events, not just those that take place on October 31st.
But more importantly, you want to take the ambiguity out.
We do, and we want to put some teeth into some real enforcement, stiffen the penalties.
He's going a step further. If passed, it will change the penalty from a misdemeanor to a felony. It will also establish a lifetime prohibition on individuals convicted of sexual offenses involving minors from forming, managing, advising, volunteering with, or working for any nonprofit or corporation that serves children.
We have to have higher accountability to parents.
I gotta object. I gotta put my little 2 cents in. What? I thought that was already part of the deal. So last night I said, okay, we talked about this law last night, but so the only, I guess, I gotta do my research. I'm gonna do my research. That's what I get for fucking thinking, But it seems like, you just gotta register if you're a sex offender. You can do whatever the fuck you want. The fuck? You gotta register for life. You're on a registry. But you can be around kids. You can host fucking events. Get the fuck out of here. This shit is crazy. But the only rule, you cannot live within 25 feet of a school. Or 50, however fucking many, don't quote me. It's some kind of feet. What? Okay. Alright, I'm done with my 2 cents, y'all. I'm gonna shut up now. Yeah.
you drop your children off, we expect there to be a level of security.
This bill will also aim to put strict requirements on nonprofits certified with the Secretary of State to ensure no board member, employee, contractor, or volunteer is a registered child sex offender. If a nonprofit application misrepresents an offender's status, not only can the offender be charged, but members of the organization who allowed it can face felony charges also.
Tightening up statutes like this, that's our job as legislators. I thank the media for bringing this to our attention. These are things that we can work together, get some stronger language, put some teeth in the penalty phase, and protect every Missourian.
Earlier this afternoon, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office released a statement in support of this move. In part, it says Melissa Johnson appreciates Representative Steinmeier's commitment to protecting children from harm. Our office is always supportive of efforts to keep our children safe and close gaps that could put young people at risk. And once again, the Jackson County Prosecutor's Office confirmed that they are reviewing this situation and consulting with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office following our Fox 4 investigation. John?
Malik, the Missouri legislature returns in January. So what are the next steps before this legislation could become law?
It's deeply concerning. I think that it should be investigated. I think it should be prosecuted if need be. I think that these individuals know better.
A nonprofit led by a convicted child sex offender has hosted multiple events for children and more events scheduled, including a kids' babysitting party in the metro. I'm John Holt.
I'm Lauren Halifax. So law enforcement says there's little that they can do unless state lawmakers change the law. Tonight, a former state prosecutor says he's not buying that. It's his opinion they could take action under the current law. Fox 4's Malik Jackson's been looking into this. He joins us live from here in Midtown. Malik, what are the legal experts saying could be done to protect these kids from offenders?
They say that this situation tests the strength of Missouri laws when it comes to protecting children. In this case, you have two convicted child sex criminals, one of whom that founded this nonprofit. And in order to fundraise for this organization, these two women are hosting events that cater towards children. A trunk or treat last month, a face painting event, and an upcoming babysitting kids party.
Some questions for you. So you got this nonprofit. Tell us about it. Joanna White helped start the nonprofit Sisters in Spirit Transitional Living Empowerment and Recovery Programs.
We are trying to open a nonprofit organization to women coming out of prison.
White is a convicted Tier 3 sex offender. That's the highest tier designation at the federal level. She spent 9 years behind bars after a jury found her guilty of raping a 13-year-old boy in 1997. Despite this conviction, she's defiant.
That was a long time ago. That's not who I am today.
As a Tier 3 sexual offender, she must stay registered for the rest of her life and follow rules set by the state.
The law says I cannot live by a school. The law says I cannot be in a park.
She lives at the same address as Jennifer Dix, who worked with this nonprofit. Dix is also a Tier 3 sex offender. She pleaded guilty in 2004 to statutory sodomy in the first degree and another felony for use of a child in a sexual performance. That child was 9 years old.
Gotta put my 2 cents in, y'all. Whoa, what the? That's why I picked this video. What? A babysitting party, face painting? What the fuck? You did? You're what? Oh, the law says I can only not live by a school. I'm not. What? It doesn't look like you got any rehabilitation. I'm screaming. This is crazy. Oh my goodness. I really hope no one got hurt. Okay, Aggie. Go ahead and you still got my email or you need it? I'm going to put it up. I'll put my email up for you, good? It's crazy. Here you go, Miss Aggie. There's my email for you real quick. Let's go back to play. This shit is just making my blood boil. Weird ass shit.
Then what do you think about your partner that is a part of the leadership team for this nonprofit Jennifer Dix.
She is no longer she is no longer a partner.
But she was a partner of this.
At one time, yes.
As recent ago as the trunk or treat, she was still a partner then.
After that, she was no longer.
Do you still live with that bitch? Like, what? Like, she just said that, okay, am I crazy, y'all? It just said that they lived at the same address. Oh, girl said she had no idea about the charges. You lying ass whore. Ugh. How can you even get on the news and do an interview? This is what I'm talking about. No shame. Don't give a fuck. Like that, I would never do an interview. Like, cause she might have woke some shit up, but I don't think she's gonna get in trouble. Cause in the beginning of this video it says, oh, well, they're fighting over, could we, should we? Oh, he's like, well, we could pursue this case. Well, if you could, then you should, motherfuckers. Cause this is crazy. Like, what? This is crazy. I'm so glad I ain't nowhere near this motherfucking town. Woo-wee. Cause I'll be getting my sue on for once in my life. I'll be getting my first time suing a motherfucker in 33 fucking years. It'll be the first time. It's crazy. First time in 33 years that I would have definitely been suing a motherfucker, for sure.
So she pled guilty to multiple crimes against a 9-year-old in 2004. So you didn't know that before you hosted an event for children.
Exactly.
Here's what we do know. On October 19th, the charity held a trunk or treat event for kids here in the metro. We also know the group has a scheduled babysitting kids party and another holiday event, a gingerbread party and contest on December 7th. Greg Watt is a defense attorney who previously worked as a Jackson County prosecutor. He believes the
Coming off mute again. I gotta ask y'all, don't these events sound weird, or is it just because of the story behind it? Because I don't know. It's giving like, I hope no shorty got touched. Man, I hope no shorty fell victim. Oh man. I hope no shorty got hurt. And yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's because of the story behind it, but a babysitting party, candy, face painting, weird. Gingerbread houses, y'all. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. A babysitting party though, for what? That's the biggest one for me. Fuck all that other shit. Okay, I give y'all that. But a babysitting party? Bitch, what? Where were you going to host that? At your house? With that bitch? What? Lord. Okay. Again, I be doing my research. Y'all know I pay that $40 a month for my website. I'm running the teacher's name, all my teachers, I'm running names. I don't give a fuck. The teacher's name, the bus driver's name, I don't care. Because that's what we don't do. And we actually have the resources to do it. And then people, I don't care, call me whatever the fuck you want. Call me weird, call me whatever. But I guess what? I'm gonna be aware. I will have a motherfucking awareness about who the fuck is around me and my shorties. Because, they're like, they're going to school. We can trust them. Get the fuck up out of here. Go ahead and trust them. Because, yeah, go ahead. I'm running every teacher name my shorty comes across. Every bus driver, every neighbor. I'm checking the registry within 5 miles of my address. Shell, baby, I agree. It should be the law. Man, right. This shit is crazy to me. That's why I had to share it with y'all, because he's going to talk. I'm going to shut up now, but this is nasty. And it's, women, we always have the debate about men and women, who da-da-da-da-da. It goes to show, it's just evil is evil. It has no gender. It has no age. It's just evil,
Trunk or treat broke the law that bars sex offenders from having contact with children at Halloween events.
I think it's very clear that the contact is to be absolute.
Okay, last time and I'm done, I swear. Wait a minute. So it's just Halloween events? What the fuck? Is it because it deals with candy? Like, what do you mean, no events? I don't know. I don't know. All right, I'm done. I'm done.
Absolutely avoided at all costs.
The law specifically references October 31st, raising questions about Halloween events held on other days.
So you think if you presented this case in front of a jury as a former state prosecutor, you think you could get a conviction?
I think I could. I think the sentiment is this. So what are we seeking to do in terms of the spirit of the law? Like, what is the policy behind it? What are the goals behind it? And I think the goals and the policy and the spirit of the law are pretty clear about why this exists and who it exists for.
Working for you, Fox 4 reached out to the Jackson County Sheriff's Office and prosecutor Melissa Johnson. Her office said, "We take the safety of our children seriously. We're working with the Jackson County Sheriff's Office to gather more information about this situation." The Sheriff's Office oversees offenders registered in this county. Sheriff Daryl Forte stated that deputies must enforce the statutes as written. Should the statute be revised to a broader restriction, such as any Halloween-related activities during the month of October of each year, it could possibly close this loophole in the law.
We see these laws enforced strictly to the letter in Clay County, Platte County, Johnson County, Kansas, and then Cass County. Where we don't see the priority on these types of situations is Jackson County. I think they need to look at some of the policy decisions for why this law was created.
Fox 4 tried to access the Facebook group where these flyers were posted, but that group was paused the same day we interviewed White.
God said, don't judge, let me judge. Get to know somebody before you judge. That's what I would tell the community, like I'm telling you.
White tells Fox 4 that she does not plan to attend the babysitting kids party, even though her number is on the flyer. And again, the prosecutor's office here in Jackson County, following our investigation, says that they will consult the Jackson County Sheriff's Office as they begin to review this situation. John.
Malik Jackson in Midtown tonight. Malik, thanks.
I just can't. I don't understand why they are droning in on the month of October. What? Next story,
We
y'all.
were planning our anniversary trip. Someone tried to open a loan in my name in a state I've never even been to.
Okay, I'm going to need to arrest you, Bart, okay? Yeah, so the minute you're under arrest, it's on suspicion of rape of a child under the age of 13, okay? And also on suspicion of a few other offences, okay? But before I go into that, you do not have to say anything, but it may harm your defence. If you do not mention when questioned, something which you later on in court, anything you do say may be given in evidence. So between 2019 and 2020, you engaged in sexual communications with a child, okay? You incited a child to engage in sexual activity, you caused sexual exploitation of a child, you caused a child to watch sexual activity, and you took or produced indecent images of a child, and they're between 2019 and 2020. But you are going to be further arrested though, yeah, on suspicion of further breach of your sexual harm prevention order.
Thank you, Miss Shelley. 92. That does. Yeah, the mask and that. That's why, again, I don't know, my shorty can dress up whatever day of the week he wants, any day of the month. I don't know. We don't need one specific day to play dress up, y'all. And my son can get candy whenever he would like. So, we could fix the problem in a whole by just stopping, celebrating Halloween. I don't know. This is my opinion, though. This is my opinion.
Yeah, and that's because you've got a desktop and 2 other phones that weren't registered. And also I can see on your main phone you've got Snapchat as well, which is also another breach. So for that you do not have to say anything, but it may harm the offence if you do not mention when questioned, something which later on in court anything you do so may be given in evidence. Okay? Right, what devices have you got then?
That's my PC.
Yeah.
That's not my browser been working for ages. I tried to get it all to work, it doesn't work.
Okay.
The PS4.
Yeah. Laptop?
Why?
Pardon?
Where?
What do you mean why?
Where?
Oh, where?
Do you have one? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, do you have a laptop? Sorry, I misheard you.
The PC, PS4.
Yeah. Okay, so whose phone is this?
That was mine, but I haven't used that for years. That's had an accident, that's why I've got a new phone.
Okay, is it registered with Jigsaw?
What?
You know, you've got to register your devices.
That was way before. It doesn't actually.
It doesn't turn on.
Completely water submerged and everything.
Okay, so it is yours?
Well, I haven't used it for years. It's not. Well, it's not mine. I'm saying it's not mine because.
Okay.
You can have it if you want.
Did you have the application Snapchat on your phone?
No comment.
What sort of things did you use Snapchat for?
No comment.
What was your username on Snapchat?
No comment.
Do you think anyone had hacked your Snapchat account?
No comment.
Okay. Did you use the name Nudes Channel 19?
No comment.
That's N-U-D-E-Z. Nudes Channel 1919. Is that your Snapchat account?
No comment.
Do you recognise this screenshot of a Snapchat account that was on your phone?
No comment.
It says adding back now boys only, 12 to 16. Did you write that?
No comment.
What do you mean by 12 to 16?
No comment.
Do you mean the age 12 to 16?
No comment.
Is that the age of boys you were interested in at the time?
No comment.
And there's also, I'll just show you again, there's a picture of lots of money, like cash. What did you mean by putting that picture there?
No comment.
Were you looking to pay children of that age for something?
No comment.
Or is there another explanation for the cash on there? But
No comment.
okay. Did you have any other Snapchat accounts apart from that?
No comment.
I was thinking the same thing, Michelle, baby. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why are they asking him what he's got, where it's at? You know, like, what? That was kind of weird. That might not have been in the United States, y'all. They sound like they were talking, oh my goodness. Ooh, here we go. There's another bad one, y'all. This is crazy.
Take 20,000 children in the middle of New York City without anybody seeing. They're being.
New tonight, a young mother who was gang raped inside her apartment with her 2-year-old present has a powerful message to share.
And her message, it's important to believe. Taylor.
Y'all, what the fuck is really going on? This is crazy. This is all relevant. This is every day. This is not supposed to be happening, y'all. Oh my goodness. It's sickening. But it's true.
Perth will head to court this week to watch another woman's case be resolved. Taylor's story may be tough to hear, but it brings up an ugly truth about how rape victims are treated. Here's investigative reporter Angie Racono.
I didn't even hear my door being broken down. I felt some adult hands on my mouth. Quiet, get on your stomach.
Taylor Hirth was attacked inside her apartment in the middle of the night. She only screamed once.
After that, I never screamed again because my daughter was sleeping right next to me.
Eventually, her 2-year-old woke up.
At one point, she sat up and held my hand while I was bent over the bed being raped.
Taylor tried to escape.
They grabbed me down and punched me and told me if I did it again, they'd punch her.
Taylor reported her attack.
I hate to disparage the police, but they were very dismissive when I came forward. What happened here? There was no humanity in their voice.
Do you feel you were believed?
No, I didn't. I felt dismissed. I felt like their focus was mostly on, oh, here we go again. It's another girl crying rape.
Taylor says Independence police question how the door was really broken and what truly happened. Shockingly, Taylor says no one questioned what happened to 2-year-old Evelyn.
There were multiple men in that bedroom, and I don't know if any of them touched her, and nobody thought to ask me or ask her. And I still don't know if anything happened to her, and that terrifies me.
Here was a young mother gang raped with a 2-year-old present, but there was no press conference, no reward for information.
It was horrific.
Taylor would eventually turn to KCTV5 to share details, hoping to solve her case. One attacker talked about celebrating his birthday. She heard the name Josh, and the men took pictures. Because her face was covered, she doesn't know how many men were in her bedroom, but she believes anywhere from 3 to 5 men. Independence police eventually closed the case, saying all leads were exhausted. 6 months later, a Johnson County deputy was ambushed in Olathe, kidnapped and driven around in a vehicle where 2 men took turns raping her for hours on gravel roads. She was released near the Jackson County Sheriff's Department.
Everybody's taking it personal. We all have daughters, mothers, sisters, nieces.
The reaction to this attack was very different, and a different department was in charge.
Immediately, I saw the contrast of how my case was handled compared to how the case in Johnson County was handled, which was handled fantastic. I mean, they pulled video, they did a press conference, and they had them captured within a couple days. Obviously, they believed her, they took her seriously, and that's how every survivor should be treated, as if it's one of their own. And I didn't feel like I was treated that way. So it was kind of a slap in the face.
Within days, police would link the cases. DNA recovered from Taylor's rape kit matched evidence in the deputy's attack. It turns out Brady Newman Cadell lived in Taylor's apartment complex at the time of her attack, and the date of her rape matched William Luth's birthday.
I was heartbroken. I was heartbroken that, people in her own profession failed to protect me, and in doing so, they failed to protect her.
Cadell and Luth are now charged in Taylor's attack, but when she stares them down in court, it's for what happened to the deputy.
What is it like being in court with them?
It's almost empowering to see that they're now, looking away because they can't face it. I've faced it.
And she's faced all the ugly realities on this journey.
That's the person that raped me, was a dad and a kind neighbor. And that's so unnerving. Once in a while, the justice system works.
But justice isn't always complete.
Do you still believe there were more than 2 attackers?
I am convinced that there were at least 3. I just kind of have to live knowing that there's somebody out there that got away with it and that probably thinks they can get away with it again. And that breaks my heart, but the justice system isn't perfect, and that's something that I just kind of have to live with.
We reached out to the Independence Police Department to ask if the officers who took Taylor's report ever received any specific training and how to respond to sex assault victims, or if they received training following that attack. An officer with the department says it's his understanding when such trainings are available, members of the departments take them. He also said he's not aware of any changes in procedures or policy following Taylor's attack. We'll keep you posted on Taylor's case.
Paved the way to prevent other families from suffering a similar pain.
Sarah Goebel and Brian.
A newborn baby taken from his mother to spend the first year of his life in state custody.
A Kansas City family reunites after being torn apart by an allegation of child abuse that was eventually dropped.
They talked to Fox 4's Malik Jackson about their struggle and plans to pave the way to prevent other families from suffering a similar pain.
Sarah Goebel and Brian Boggs told me they are grateful to have their children home, but they can never get back the year they lost. I talked with them about their fight to clear their name and their newfound passion for helping families like theirs. On October 3rd, 2024, 2-month-old Finn Boggs gave his parents a scare.
When we tried to give him a bottle, he couldn't swallow it. It was just making him mad to try to swallow the milk.
After trying different ways to help him, Sarah called the pediatrician.
She goes, well, I can send you to a diagnostic imaging place, or you can go to Children's Mercy, because anywhere you go, they're going to probably send you to Children's Mercy.
Children's Mercy's ER ran some tests and then sent a team of providers into Finn's room.
Well, I thought they were going to tell me he had cancer.
Instead, the doctor said Finn had multiple traumatic fractures, something his parents never suspected.
So they had decided at that moment and diagnosed child abuse.
From then on, Sarah and Brian were not allowed to be in the room alone with their son.
It's tough.
Yeah, I think we try not to think about this part of it very much.
A few nights later, with Finn still in the hospital, Sarah and Brian found out they had a court hearing the next morning. Based on Children's Mercy's findings, the state presented a petition that the parents say had multiple errors. It said Sarah and Brian weren't married and that the child has been physically, mentally, and emotionally abused. The court took custody of Finn and his 9-year-old sister, Sawyer.
We walk out the courthouse, still in disbelief. You know, obviously you have a system there that you try to trust in and believe is going to do the best by you, and the next thing you know, you have your children ripped away from you. And then you see your wife on the floor in a heap, and there's nothing you can do about it. You feel helpless.
4 days after taking Finn to the hospital, Sarah and Brian returned home to an empty house.
I had a moment of just total breakdown. I think I went into Finney's room and just laid on the floor and wanted to die. Frankly, I wanted to die. I kind of hoped to die.
With the help of family, friends, and an attorney, Sarah and Brian began working to clear their name.
Because they're your kids at the end of the day and you have to do anything for them. Kids, family.
There's no other option.
Right? You're not just going to sit back and take it. You're not going to let somebody take your children away.
And I have the means. I've got a great job. We had enough funds to get lawyers. Like, we were put in this position and given access to actually be able to fight.
It took the work of an attorney and a second opinion from a physician to prove their case.
And so I think of the 14 fractures they alleged, 2 were real.
How could a single disputed diagnosis have so much power over this family's fate? Attorney Heather Kirkwood says it happens all the time.
It's very concerning, but the damage that is sometimes done to those kids is it's really quite heartbreaking.
How do we stop this?
How do we stop it? I don't know. My answer is I don't know.
Kirkwood is an expert in child abuse law and works with parents from around the world who she says have been wrongly accused. Now Sarah has joined Kirkwood and other families to advocate for changes to the system. Her story has been viewed hundreds of thousands of times on social media.
Do you think there's any chance maybe you were put down on this earth for this story?
100%. I do. I believe that with every ounce of my being.
Through that, Sarah connected with Amanda Liebig, a Missouri mom appointed by Governor Mike Kehoe to Missouri's Child Abuse and Review Board. 4 years ago, she fought to keep custody of her daughter after taking her to Children's Mercy for a popped blood vessel in her eye.
What's your message to Children's Mercy Hospital?
Do better. We've tried to work with you. I've reached out to the former CEO and the current CEO. I met with the COO of Mercy before she retired. They know about this. Fix it.
Fox 4 contacted Children's Mercy several times over the course of the last 11 days with questions about their policies for reporting suspected child abuse. We asked specifically about the safety case and nurturing or SCAN team, which is responsible for identifying possible abuse. The hospital has not yet responded to our questions. Liebig is now working on legislation with Missouri lawmakers to give parents the right to a second opinion in cases of suspected child abuse and access to their children's full medical records. The bill will be introduced during Missouri's next legislative session.
Thank you.
And we certainly thank them for that's crazy work. Wait, we don't have access to our what? I'm fucked up. So
okay, if there's one AI site builder you need to meet,
I got this story and one more for y'all, but I don't know what it is about Pontiac, y'all. But here's another story coming from Oakland County, Pontiac, Michigan. The fuck, crazy. Oh, they did? Oh, thank you, Aggie. Thank you. You the shit. I appreciate you. And yes, anybody, if you could kindly, we got, I'm almost to 100 more. I need to get to 500 subscribers to, help my dream, and help my goal. So any way you could help your girl out, if you could, thank you for reminding me. Please, anybody, if have them subscribe. That it's free. They don't gotta listen. I just am trying to take the next leap of my journey. So if y'all could, help spread the word. I'm just trying to get up to 500, y'all. I appreciate it. And thank you again, Aggie. I appreciate you. I really do.
this is dope tech from Wix. Now this whole flow is a conversation, so your words actually build your website. I'm going.
And first at 5, sheer heartbreak, another case of horrific child abuse allegations in the city of Pontiac. Thank you for joining us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shakette. This is a case that is really difficult to listen to. Parents now charged, accused of starving and torturing a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old. The youngest taken to the hospital on the brink. Of death.
So this is now the third case of child abuse being discovered in unlivable and unimaginable conditions in Pontiac just this year. You may remember seeing these heart-wrenching previous cases on the left, and you're looking at the inside of an apartment earlier this month. And on the right, And first at 5, sheer heartbreak, another case of horrific child abuse allegations in the city of Pontiac. Thank you for joining us. I'm Glenda Lewis.
And I'm Simon Shakette. This is a case that is really difficult to listen to. Parents now charged, accused of starving and torturing a 9-year-old and an 11-year-old, the youngest taken to the hospital on the brink of death.
So this is now the third case of child abuse being discovered in unlivable and unimaginable conditions in Pontiac just this year. You may remember seeing these heart-wrenching previous cases on the left, and you're looking at the inside of an apartment earlier this month. And on the right, back in February, a townhome on Lydia Lane, children rescued from both. In this case, the children's father and stepmother are each facing 2 counts of first-degree child abuse and 2 counts of torture. A third suspect is not yet in custody.
7 News Detroit reporter Ruta Alcinaida has been following this disturbing story all day long.
And Ruta, what do we know right now?
The disturbing details that we heard at this arraignment on Tuesday about what exactly happened at this Pontiac neighborhood will leave you absolutely stunned. A 9 and 11-year-old boy severely malnourished, locked inside their rooms with an outside lock, covered in bruises with no way out. During a virtual arraignment, we learned 43-year-old Arturo Bazan, 42-year-old Dulce Bazan, and a third male, the 24-year-old son of Arturo. They were all charged with 2 counts of first-degree child abuse and 2 counts of torture. Detectives with the Oakland County Sheriff's Office say the 9-year-old boy was taken to the hospital last week by his stepmom, Dulce, and that older brother after he was found cold to the touch and unresponsive at the home. They allegedly told hospital staff he had a medical condition, but prosecutors say doctors reported that the boy suffered a cardiac arrest due to malnutrition at the hospital, weighing only 33 pounds. He was also another 11-year-old. Those boys doing okay now in state care. And here's what the detectives had to say at the arraignment as to what other disturbing things they found inside that home.
Painted windows so one cannot see in or out and light is unable to get in. Both windows were secured shut with 3 screws each in a window lock. There are multiple previous CPS reports, during which time the children state they are coached on what to tell CPS.
We're also learning the 2 boys were taken out of school by their parents in early September, where investigators say they sometimes rummaged through the trash for food. Be sure to stay with us. We'll have more on that and more from our one-on-one with Sheriff Bouchard about how he says this may have all been prevented if action was taken at the legislative level. In Pontiac, I'm Ruta Alcinaida, 7 News Detroit.
I'm concerned, y'all. I'm fucking concerned. I'm concerned.
Is accused of planning to kidnap young girls to then use as sex slaves. Some of those alleged victims live right here in Milwaukee. Those suspects were arrested last week.
Police, search warrant, open the door!
The arrests of Haley Davidson and Billy Moore follow a cyber tip about hundreds of uploads to Google containing child sex abuse material Detectives pinpointed their address and then searched the home. They allegedly discovered handwritten notes with instructions on how to kidnap children. Investigators say their plan was to use trazodone to drug a child so they could rape or take that child, put the victim into a storage bin inside a storage container, and keep that child for days. Now, according to court documents, Davidson told detectives that Moore was actively stalking 2 families with children that he had talked about kidnapping. She said they even took a road trip here to Milwaukee 2 years ago to try to find a specific family he was obsessed with. They left without finding them. Law enforcement in Washington believe it was only a matter of time until a young victim was victimized.
Some of the communication that was located, found, and some of the evidence shows that they have been communicating with local children and families in our community.
Inside the couple's bedroom closet, detectives say they found a panel in the wall that led to a hidden void with what appeared to be a shrine dedicated to child sex abuse material. The contents allegedly include artwork depicting nude children, children's clothing, handcuffs, and a female child doll. Both Davidson and William Moore are being held in jail on $2.5 million bonds each. Following some breaking news right
Man, oh man, y'all, this is America, you know. Yeah, this is America. I'm concerned, you know. We can only do our part as individuals, you know. So I'm gonna do my part, and that's all I can do, and that's all I can worry about. Protect your babies, kiss your babies, hug them. Protect yourself, protect your peace, y'all. And you know how I like to always end it. Winnie the Poohski, you know, Christopher Robin. You're smarter than you think. You're braver than you believe. And you're stronger than you seem, you know? Hell yeah. I feel it in my soul every time. Can I get a hell yeah? You know. So I hope everybody's real smooth with it. Real cool with it, with a motherfucking K, you know, cool, and motherfucking 100% true with it, you know. So, you know, I'll be back. I don't know, maybe so. I don't know, y'all. But till next time, yeah. But it's all love over here. And be smooth, y'all. And I'm out. And again, thank you for all your support. Everybody, pulling up on me. Hit that like button for your girl. Have your people subscribe for your good, please. Help me reach my goal. All right, now I'm out. Be smooth, y'all.